Okay. This is kind of take two. I was already ruined for the first attempt. I'm playing Deepwell, which is a game by LinsonLime. You can find it... Where can I find it here? LinsonLime. Deepwell by LinsonLime. Here on itch.io. So we're going to go ahead and play this. I was already ruined by the surprise, which is actually really cool with this. Deepwell does not save automatically. I played the first part of this, but my Focusrite stopped recording my sound. I can help you save, says the cat in the box. Press space to jump into a giant mystery hole. And then I press space. This was really cool. I love when games break the fourth wall like that. It's really cool. And now I can waz stuff and move around. It's really cool. I don't know if I could use the mouse. I also like games where I don't have to, pressing escape minimizes and maximizes it. I'm gonna turn my sound down a little bit for myself. Oh, looks like Enter does that. Did you get blipped? What? Maybe. Definitely got something. What just happened? Where am I? Who am I? I know nothing about the universe. I'm very, very scared. Calm down. Deep breaths. One, two. Clue you in on that. Answer my question. Did you get blipped? I don't know anything. I don't know what getting blipped means. Right. Well, we jumped into the hole, didn't we? I can appreciate when games don't autosave. I like that a lot. Because, like, for the developer, it's a lot of, well, when does it, when should it save? You know, like, after which event should it save? And then you gotta code that in. Then you have to assume that you gotta let the player know that it's saved. So there's just a lot of game design that goes into auto-saving, you know, and some games aren't. The story of it, the mechanical cycle of it, like, some games just aren't built for auto-saving, which I totally respect, not just as a developer, but as a player. So I like basically having control over when I save it, because then I know when to do it, and I can start adding that into my gameplay loop as I play. Where am I? You're at a tiny town surrounding a giant mystery hole, Deepwell, along with 5 other people. Our librarian, Sokolov, our shopkeep, Ivani, our artist, Pierre, our other person, Lily, and me, Bing. We're about 500 kilometers out from the nearest major city, east of North Takumi National Park, if you've heard of it, aka the middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere, like the sound of that. Oh no! So one thing is, like, I don't know what it is about speed of reading and, like, auto typing, like, but I'm the kind of person that, like, after the first or second time of it, like, auto giving me, like, auto typing it out, like, I just want to, because I'm a fast reader, so I'm going to read faster than it can type out. So if I'm going to press enter or press a key that it expands, like, auto fills it immediately, then don't allow me to then accidentally skip through. It's like, I don't know what this cat just said before this. Because Push another gate to the bottom of the hole. Yeah, there's something I don't like. I don't play a lot of games like this where like dialogue is shown on the screen. It's a lot of like RPGs, JRPGs, things like that. So it's like I'm not used to the conventions, but just as a player, like I keep accidentally skipping through, and I actually want to read it. So that's a bit of a annoyance for me. Funny writing though, very funny writing. I like it. Like this part. So I just wanted to save again because I don't know if any of those dialogue options branch off to anything else, but this looks like a little Western bulletin board adorned with sticky notes. Robot, tunnel, bonfire, right an idea. It reads, non-organic objects tossed into the hole don't get left without power. I like the sound effects are different for different characters. Is this also a robot? Let me make something perfectly clear. This store is for residents of Deepwell and residents for Deepwell only. See that there bottle of juice up on the shelf above the man-eating mantis poster? I do. Where's the shelf? That is not juice. It's a custom for new faces to drink a glass. Until then, you're not a resident of Deepwell, and I'm not speaking another sentence to you. Also call you a creep. That is not juice. Sure, why not? Alright, let me get it down from there. One glass of juice coming right up. Is he gonna move? Okay. Little shot glass on the bottoms up. Let's do it! I like it. This is clever. This is really cute. Are you okay? That was not alcohol. What was it? It's hard to make out exactly. All 3,662 of my taste buds are screaming out in perfect unison. A cacophonous please begging. Please rip your tongue out. Jesus Christ. This day will be marked on calendars and mourned as a national tragedy in the gustatory cortex. The flavorful orchestra of misery plays loud and discordant, but slowly a melody begins to reveal itself through the noise. I think I can make out something about a dead body, a fruit. I have been served a glass of expired lemonade. Nice. Is lemonade expired? You should have seen the look on your face. Dude, you look like you were sucking on about 100 lemons at the same time. Your eye goggle things look like they were trying to eject from your head. Look like you had an invisible face hugger on you. What was that? Around a decade or two, I think. Don't worry about that. Did the same thing when I first got there. It's tradition to get new faces. To drink the expired lemonades and not feel too bad about it. Did you just hate it? I did, but hazing is such a negative word to use. It's getting hard. Now that you've taken that right past journey, you can take yourself unbuttoned or deep all the anything you want to talk about. I don't see any price tags here. Mostly knickknacks I brought with me when I moved to Deepwell, but some of them are very, very cool things I found in. Each and every one of them has some kind of interesting story behind it. Wait, what was that about the storeroom? Okay, you don't know. Okay. Real quick, ask me why there's no price tags on anything here. I can make a smooth segue in this talking about the storeroom. This has real, oh my god, the name of that game, it's a card game. It was very popular in... Oh my god, wait, I'm gonna make a cut here. Inscription. Inscription is the name of the game. The writing of this, and the flow, and the style, and the tone, it really feels like Inscription. It's really cool. I love that. It's like, since like serious but satirical, like a parody of storytelling, but active storytelling. It's very silly. I like it. Floorboards, and you'll find a dimension of unending madness and terror, where space and time bend in on themselves, where doors don't lead where they should, where hallways defy Euclidean geometry, and where various name-brand consumer goods litter the floor. If you were to delve in without proper preparation, you'd usually get lost forever. Thankfully for you, I'm here. I delved down there, get things we do need, come back up safe and sound and stock them on these shelves. There's like no opining on if it's communism or not, I don't know. So can I just take everything in here? Okay, not everything. The knickknacks are mine, so if you want one ask first. Remember, there's other people here. Take just what you need. Be considerate. Moderately sized fridge, it's not plugged into anything. Open the fridge, the inside is cold. It's filled with a variety of sugary beverages. Not plugged in, but still cold. No reads. You're literally everyone at Deepwell. I swear to God. So much pasta to myself in the store. It's because everyone at Deepwell has unanimously decided pasta is a perfect food. It's everything you could ever want contained on a plate. It's easy to make, healthy, and most importantly, delicious. There's basically no reason to ever eat anything else. I partially agree. Okay, so you have to go to an exit or a door and press enter in order to do so. Only inside though, apparently, not outside. I like the art style. Oh, there's a question there. Art. Now entering Deepwell. Ooh, what's this? Feels like Legend of Zelda. Am I just gonna get lost in here? Watch this. I'm gonna go down, it's gonna exit. It's like an old Nintendo game. Something beautiful is going to happen. Oh. Oh, that's ancient wall art. That's awesome. didn't just leave. I was waiting for it to get done, but it kept like expanding. That's what when I talked to him. Doom spiral, sobering but thrilling reminder of much fragility. All it takes is one bad day, a few poor decisions, and everything goes down the drain. Might as well have fun in the world before you get dragged onto it. What's up here? If you like that, all it takes is one bad day, and everything goes down this place. Oh, good. Look at this thing I love. This is so amazing. On the train. Oh my god. Okay. Is there anything at the top of it? I'm not going. That's insane. What would be I don't know what would be better. Is there something on the floor 1000 or 1001? Or there's nothing up there. I can see it. Gaslight. A painting ship from 11. Hide yourself in the neighbor's and there's no belongings or whatever. Yeah, it's real, quote-unquote, postmodern. I mean, that's the whole, is it postmodern? I don't even know what era we're in. You are playing a video game. This is gonna be, that's gonna be the, thumbnail for the YouTube video. Crazy. Was it everything black and white? I'm either black/gray or a very, very dark version of purple. It's locked. Hello? broad kind of cottage industry that is indie games and the very specific industry that is indie games. I love the direction that a lot of these things are going, that a lot of this media is heading, which is just like, yeah, it's like subverting the expectation, but within that subversion becomes the next expectation. It's whatever, who cares? It's really funny. I'm having a good time. It reads The Creation of Adam. David, Starry Night. It reads David. It reads The Starry Night. It reads. wait. So what's happening? This is the subversion. This is great. This is like my favorite game. Oh! That's cool. God have mercy on anyone trying to remove an HDMI cable from this thing. I love that in games like this where you can look at everything in the room, you can look at everything everywhere, and there's something like CDs, books, and movies. Like it's easy. It's easy to like fill a place with nonsense, especially in a game where things are kind of more realistic. Like if you're going through a game like Resident Evil, right? You're looking at everything. Like it's a lot of work to craft a world that makes everything that you can look at kind of meaningful or interesting, really interesting. It's like, look, here's a closed box of tissue because I'm in a cabin in the woods and it's cold in here and I have to constantly blow my nose. Here's my wallet. Here's an Xbox controller. Here's Trident gun. Here's my glasses for when I leave and go drive. So it's like just pointing at something and being like, there's glasses on this, or there's a computer keyboard, or there's a mouse. It's like, that's fine. But it's boring because then it's just like, oh, I look at everything and yeah, there's a chimney. Chimneys are in houses. But to plan a world that is creative, and it's like, I want this dude, Pierre, is insane, and I want to know what's in this room because I'm sure now that the developer has created something, has put something here that everything I click on is going to be interesting or funny or subversive in a way that it's like it's going to tickle my brain's funny bone in a way that I want to look at it. So a lot of work goes into world building in that way. So it's like, is there something to say about this? Fireplace. I see no fuel for the fire to burn from. Interesting. Why? Why not? Even just saying that is interesting. I love that. Be specific. Do you want to know about the desk or the notes? Notes, please leave. Thank you. No, please leave. The desk is made of cotton. They're so deep in the wood. I don't think a power washer would be able to clean it. Love it. Love it. These sticky notes are strong, so schizophrenic hieroglyphics have right now. They wouldn't look out of place nice etched into the walls of a padded cell. One reads happiness and misery, same thing. Another is a dark room, allegory for comedy. And one last one reads doom spiral. Hope you've had your fill of that homemade art I baked. I made it with love and neurosis. And in your head, please tell me what you thought of it. Your critique is so important to me. No, I doubt it. Masterpieces are a modern man failure art. Whoa! That's great. Games. This is a game. This is a game. A game. So the interactivity is built in the piece. Masterpieces, your modern way go. If I press down, because I want to go, your art is as shallow as a puddle and as plain as a bread sandwich, or I didn't understand any of it. If I press down, it only gives me it replaces it with something new. It replaces with the same thing. Masterpieces. No matter what, I gotta say it's a masterpiece. I love it. I love it. This is genius. Genius. This is the Scorsese. That's cinema. That's gaming. You really mean that? What an honor. If you like the main course, you're gonna love what we're having for dessert. Intellectual discourse. Ask away, conductor. Can we talk about art? I want to talk about art. What's wrong with you? You live in like an art hell dimension or something. How? Any ideas on how to get to the bottom of the hole? How'd you end up here? Why are you an artist? Why not a creative? Where am I? I love that. I love that because I thought of myself as a creative until I started creating things, and now I consider myself an artist. And I don't know why that is. I think like for me, creative is like almost a mental or philosophical choice or path. But an artist to me is somebody who does the art. I don't know why. I don't. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Who cares in this moment? I used to have an opinion on it, but the more I create things, the less of an opinion I have on it, which might be part of this discourse. Can we talk about art? I want to talk about art. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I want to just talk about art. Yes. You could always try jumping in it again. You live in like an art hell dimension. Art hell dimension. That's inspired. I love it. It rings in my ear holes. My ear holes like a terminal case of tinnitus or tinnitus. Art exhibit. What a milk taste name. This is an art hell dimension. Good job, man. Well, I'd love to tell you how this became an art hell dimension. Well, a magician never reveals her secrets. You're not a magician yet. Like, I feel like that. I feel like Pierre's an artist. I don't want to. How'd you end up at Deepwell? I walked here, but why did I walk here? Who cares? Where am I? You're in my bedroom in my art hell dimension at Deepwell. That's didn't change it based on my choice. I like that. I don't want to insult Pierre. I don't want to talk about let's talk about art with him. Can we? We can. What is art? Gonna opine at length. A lot of work went into this. I like it. Yeah, real Twin Peaks, dude. You are alive. You are art. Is that gonna be the thing? You don't have eyes to see with. You don't have ears to hear with. I have no mouth and I must scream. It's like the cave. Oh my god, I'm terrified. It says what happens after we die. But it sits there with a smug grin on its face because it knows it's more important than I do. It's just too important to answer here. It's not too important to answer here. Or to answer there. Just know that the knowledge you glean in there will permanently alter the course of history, so make sure there's nothing else you want to ask before you get in there. It's the reason that there's no video games on the shelf, because they're in there. Oh, I see. Talking about kitsch. You can think about them later, roll over their flaws, and repair yourself. Something is so crushingly mediocre, like this Spider-Man game on PS4 doesn't do anything right at all. Doesn't have anything to appreciate or anything to learn from. It's a black hole that takes your time and energy and gets nothing to do. Is that the hole, the Deepwell hole? This is... I'm only a couple minutes in, but this is probably the most important character in this game, story-wise. Alright, I'm gonna go in this door. I desperately want to know what's in this room. If it's even a room. What's in this liminal space? It's a video game. Sit. Sit. I'm in a theater. This song, I forget what this song is called. This is great. Talk to me, Pierre. I love the sound effects. The sound effects are just dripping with character. I get so engrossed in my books that I wouldn't notice if my study was burning down. Literature is the art of choice for intellectuals like you and me. Would you like to know what I was reading? This book right here, Get on Fire, is the best art ever made. Literally. Its name is The Best Art Ever Made, and its pages describe the answers to the great secrets of the art world. Mention the Bible, but more important, now, I don't care if you're an artist, a creative, or just a regular old Joe. The best art ever made is required reading for all sapient organisms. So sit tight. I'm about to break this baseball club of knowledge over your skull. Get comfortable. It's well worth your time, and plus, it has pictures. Our story begins, how all the best stories begin, with an introduction. This is the best artist. They are the best artist because they are the artists who try to make the best art. Protect. Now, the best artist knows that to make the best art, they will have to journey through the miasma of creativity, a great stupefying haze of unimaginable misery and torment. This reminds me of the internet historian. You see, what makes the miasma of creativity so terrible is the amount of paths you can take through. Infinity and then some. All it takes is one miscalculation, one mistake, one step in the wrong direction will send you and your art plummeting into the ocean of unquality. Or worse, the abyss of mediocrity, plus in boots too. The best artist's trek through it will surely be one fraught with peril, despair, and substance abuse, but the best artist fears none of it. For you see, as expected of the best artists, they have come prepared. They have an ace up their sleeve. They've equipped themselves with the shining beacon of truth to guide their way through the miasma, the best inspiration. Every good artist has to have a piece of art that inspired them, so it's only natural that the best artist would have the best inspiration. A piece of art to serve as the best artist's creative guidebook. A set of creative truths the best artists can look to when they start to lose themselves in the miasma. As the best artist stands at the threshold of the creative miasma, gently clutching the French forehead. The best artist is French. They take a deep breath and enter. The miasma conceals their vision, enters through their nostrils, fills their lungs. It's awful. It feels like being locked in a chlorine sauna. Where should they even begin? Before them is an infinity and then some number of paths, but only one of them leads to the best art. This horrible choice should be enough to drive anyone mad, but the best artist is dauntless. They bravely pull out the best inspiration and shines a brilliant light on the path they need to take, the best path. Path number 700,205. As long as they stick to inspire, the illuminated path number 700,205 like glue, never deviating from it or even a centimeter, they'll make the best art. The best artists trek through the creative miasma, will be inspired by the best inspiration. When they come to a fork in the path, they won't dare proceed without first consulting the best inspiration. After all, who knows where that fork could lead? I'll tell you who. Nobody, because nobody's traveled it before. This is what makes the best artist the best artist. They know not to try new things with their art because that would be a risk. And if they take a risk and they're wrong, then they won't have the best art anymore. Error 404, the best art not found. It's not fear, it's just prudence. Trekking through the creative miasma is hell, no matter how you do it. Why torture yourself only to chance making something bad? Oh, look. The best artist is nearing the end of their journey. Bruised, bloody, but still standing stalwart, just as we knew they'd be. The best art is almost within reach. The best artist's French beret flaps majestically in the breeze, the best inspiration vigilantly by their side. The miasma's end is in view. The best art begins to reveal itself. And it is a sterile, spineless, beat by beat rehash of something someone else has already made. I lied! That wasn't a story about the best art or the best artist. This book also is entitled The Best Art Ever Made. This is a manual for a washing machine. Your expectations have been subverted. I made you think this was one thing when it was actually another thing. Doesn't that make you sick? Doesn't that make you want to throw up your Mountain Dew Dorito milkshake all over Mom's nice clean carpet? Art is so much better when you know exactly what it entails from the get-go. No twists, no turns, no excitement, no mystery. I hate being surprised. I want to see recognizable faces, recognizable faces. Just burns into ashes. Blows away. I like it. Stand up from the chair while everything burns around me. Is he dead? I'm Pierre, and I'm also dying. You came here to know what the best art is, so with my last seconds before complete and total oblivion, I'll clue you in. The ideal of creativity is a fantasy. People can pretend their ideas are completely and totally their own creation, but that's all they're doing. Pretending. Original ideas don't exist. All ideas are stitched together from other ideas, like patchwork. You can't help it. It's the best romantic glue. When you create art, you're building a friendship with the monster. Art is derivative, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a liar. But if you use enough parts and pieces and use them wisely, you'll see the art. Creatures like us can make something greater than a set of parts. Maybe not an original idea, but at least a good one. Something people have seen before. That's what the best art is. Art doesn't practice people. You make art be like a These sticky notes are scrawled with some of the most... Oh, yeah, I already heard that. That was great. That was really great. And that was just one dude's house. That was Pierre. Wait, I'm gonna go talk to what's their face. I like that. The bridge only moves. No, it doesn't. I thought the bridge only moved if I was walking on it. Can I smell the roses? Daisies. I'm gonna go talk. I'm gonna see if I can alert the Pierre's dead. Can I alert the townsfolk that Pierre has died? Hi. What's up? Alright. I'm not gonna tell anybody Pierre's dead. Bye. I love it. It's great. A boat tied down to a pole serenely floating above the precarious waters. It looks and feels very important. If it wasn't tied down, we could use it to drift to the other side of the lake. The rope is too tightly tied to remove it to strong the rope with both hands. If we had a sharp object, we could cut it. Is this the end of the dock? I think so. I wonder, a sharp object. I wonder if... I don't know his name. The store owner. I wonder if he has a knife. I like that camp on the other side of the river there. I want to go there. I want to go there! Can I go there? Now entering Deepwell General Store. Do you have a knife? Be able to look at each distance individually. Pierre is here. Fiction, records, non-fiction. Carefully kept on this bookshelf are a variety of fictitious books. Best-selling novels, obscure collections of short stories, and everything in between. One member of the shelf stands out from the rest, however, because it's not even a book. It's an old binder that's been stuffed with poorly printed pages from an online collaborative writing wiki. I hate reading, I hate literature. 54 words and I'm bored already, please stop. Neat, reading is cool, I love immersing myself neck deep in pools of text. None of the above, I have no strong opinions about this. Be proud of that. That's a good quality to have. Oh, no, that's funny. Because this library is strictly segregated into fiction and non-fiction bookshelves, they have this tiny little shelf just for the religious texts. You're thinking what I'm thinking, right? Removing these. To which shelf, though? That was not what I was thinking. We're leaving. Whichever one you want, hombre. I'm just here for the ride. You just said religious text. Can you be more specific? Ah, I like that. This is fun. Move them to the fiction bookshelf. Actually, I changed my mind. They're whatever kind of religious text you want them to be or not be. Just pick a shelf. Let's do non-fiction. Aye, Captain. That's cool. Thank you for making those books. Someone had to do that eventually. So very brave of you. You sure showed those stupid atheists who the boss is. I'm an atheist. They're getting moved back the instant you leave my library. If If you touch them again, I will bite your head off. This bookshelf holds non-fiction books, and yes, that includes the library's religious texts. Compared to the fiction bookshelf, the books here are twice as thick, and the colors painting their covers are thrice as drab. Just looking at their sleeves makes my eyes glaze over. Only someone with a will of titanium could actually read anything here. Oh, I love non-fiction. The table, it simultaneously looks aged and brand new. Whoa, wait, can I talk to this person? Let's see. Okay. So I think I have to go behind the seat. Sit, let's talk. Let's talk. This chair is unimaginably comfortable. First things first, my name is Sokolov. Right. Okay. They're waiting for us to give them our name. I am the cartographer. Ooh, I like that. You are weird. And not just an ordinary weird, a special kind of weird. The weird kind of weird. Weirdness that attracts more and more weirdness before eventually collapsing into itself and becoming a weird singularity. No normal person dresses like how you dress. No normal person calls themselves the cartographer. No normal person moves around the library's religious thing. You are weird. I don't want to be weird though. And I love it. I know it. Deepwell runs off weird. Here, you're in good company. In Deepwell, we all have a screw loose. Did their little pupils just illuminate? Their little eyes open? On the left? But who's the weirdest person here? Oh, is that Pierre? And the idea is how to get to the bottom of the hole. Yo, this game fucking rules, man. I'm gonna finish with Sokolov. Normally I only play these games once, but I think I want to create a series of me playing this game from start to finish. So I'm gonna finish with Sokolov and then I'm done playing, but I will schedule another. I will play again. I will play this again. I want to play it to completion. I do it! I'm satisfied with this answer. Good for you. Oh, good for you. What are you reading? The worst book in the library. A record of attempts at reaching the bottom of the giant mystery hole. Ooh. A few decades after Deepwell was founded, most of the initial settlers have given up hope the mystery could be solved and left. Those that remained were the real fanatics, people whose whole lives had revolved around this hole, people who were enthusiastic to solve the mystery. Deepwell turned into a kind of suicide called Town Light, with the hole at the center of it. Those living here began treating the hole as a deific entity? Question mark. We're not too sure what happened during this period because they stopped making proper records. All we have left is an entry in this here attempt book involving a, quote, sharp object. Ooh, I need one of those. What happened? I'll leave it up to your imagination. What was the most recent attempt? It was probably me. Bing. A catastrophic failure on all fronts. Nothing involving electronics or robotics had been attempted ever. We really thought we had something. The process of building them took ages and an amazing amount of effort from everyone in Deepwell. And then, after all our hard work, they're powered on, they jump in the hole, and blip. Absolutely nothing new as per usual, except now we have to live with Bing. The program to be. Don't move too long. I estimate its word count is above 500,000. The earliest recorded attempt is dated March 13, 1930. What year is it now? Whatever year you think it is. It's 2019. The first attempt was something incredibly stupid. They just tried circumnavigating the hole, and jumping in through the north side instead of the south side. Of course it didn't. Sure. Is there anything else you would like to ask? It's Pierre. Any ideas on how to get to the bottom of the hole? If I had any new ideas, I would have tried them already. How did you end up in Deepwell? Upstairs underneath my bed, there was a picture. Bring that picture down here and I will tell you. Tell me about Deepwell's history. Gladly. Despite our town's small size, Deepwell's history has been fantastically well documented throughout the years. Our tale starts in 1929 with two siblings who were born to deeply unloving parents because their parents named them Deep and Well. I'm kidding. The real names are much worse, Charles and Frank. They were adventurers, quote, in a juvenile way a child might imagine themselves as. In modern times, remote as we are, we're still somewhat connected to the rest of civilization. There's a paved road you can take that'll lead you to and from Deepwell. Back then, there was nothing connecting this place and the rest of civilization. 500 kilometers of pure, unadulterated, deadly wilderness between here and the nearest city. And one day, unbeknownst to anybody but them, our two siblings packed their things into two children-sized backpacks and walked into the wilds. No goal or destination in mind. Adventure. It was borderline suicide. Their survival was a miracle. The journal they kept was filled with cartoonishly dangerous escapades from their journey. Playing with bear cubs, running away from their mother, Jesus, getting trapped underneath an avalanche while attempting a mountain summit. Quote, adventure. But after months and months of nearly getting themselves killed, an eternity away from the rest of civilization, they found something that biblically eclipsed the rest of their journey. A giant mystery hole. An unnatural phenomenon even without the blip. Eager to investigate, the siblings set down a makeshift climbing anchor and began a slow rappelling down into the hole's maw. Their vision gets darker and darker when suddenly, crack, the rope snaps, and they plunge headfirst into the abyss below. The siblings open their eyes, and instead of being greeted by the pearly white gates, they find themselves right where they were a moment ago, precariously dangling above the void, the first recorded blip. Once they got back on solid ground, they spent a week poking and prodding at the limits of this phenomenon. What they gleaned is any attempt to observe the hole's interior past a depth of 50 meters would trigger a blip, returning them to their position just prior to the attempt as though they never moved in the first place. Try to shine a flashlight downwards at that depth, you just didn't click it on. The blip was an impenetrable defense. If those two idiots wanted any chance of getting to the bottom of this mystery, they knew they needed help. So, arriving back in town, they preached their story to anyone willing to listen. I imagine it went something like, hey, we just got back from living in the wilderness for a year, and we found this giant, unexplainable, unexplorable mystery. You should come with us two grimy bums on a pilgrimage 500 kilometers into the wilds and help investigate. Unsurprisingly, normal people were skeptical of their claims. The people who believed this tale and were willing to take the expedition were the abnormal people, the weird people. They assembled a weird caravan, took their weird pilgrimage, and formed a weird town around a weird hole. Weird doesn't sound like a word anymore. Was it two developers that worked on this? Is this like the story of the game? That'd be really cool, like self-referencing. Weird doesn't sound like a word anymore. Weird when that happens. There is more, but I have little reason to go into more detail, because Deepwell's history from that point onwards can be compressed in one word: failure. Despite nearly a century passing, we're still no closer to solving this mystery than the day the siblings first discovered the hole. No matter what we attempt, it always ends the same, with a blip. When I'm dead. Deepwell's library in my house. So I need to go get the picture. That is the records room. You're not going in there. Introduction says it's the second novel in a series starting with Strangers 17776. I got an idea. Ask Sokolov about this book and follow my lead. Are you talking to me? The pine trees, the glacier-top mountain peaks, and the blazing ball of hydrogen and helium giving energy to all of it. They won't be there forever. They're gone when you're not here to see them. The universe is, and you only have so much time before it is. Use it wisely. You have to do your best. It's counting on you. Alright. Talk to me, Sokolov. I like the forced pauses. Yeah. Whenever he is happy, he's smiling and two dots appear. And it's really, really good, but I can't tell you that much about it because he's full of stories. You just have to take my word for it and read it for yourself because it's really good. You want a copy? I can totally find you a copy. You're smiling. Yep. Still gonna find you a copy. Good. Well, everybody, that is Deepwell, the mystery of Deepwell. Oh, I gotta save first. What's up, Ding? Ah, I can tell somebody. Again? Oh, man. Save the information with me. Awesome! That's fun as hell, man. That's really fun. That's really, really fun. Deepwell, very cool. A story-driven adventure game about a small town surrounding a giant mystery hole by LinsonLime. Very cool. Very, very cool. More so a small revision 9 days ago. Loved it. Thank you. Sincerely, means a lot. That was fucking epic. Yeah, so again, haven't finished it. Don't know how long it's going to take to finish. It might just be a couple hours. Might just be an hour and a half. Don't know. There were only 5 characters. Pierre died, but again, so he's probably still alive. I talked to Sokolov, talked to Bing, I talked to the shopkeeper. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play this again. I'm definitely going to finish it and record. I did it for 1 hour. Perfect. Perfect timing. Alright. Really great game. I'm going to finish it on here. I love it. The material's right up my alley. Alright. Have a good one.